But I always like to ask if I was to bump into any of the people that used to work for you, or maybe
Mhm.
even some of the teams that you've worked with recently, and ask them what type of leader you are, what do you think they tell me? What kind of leader are you?
I think they would say that I'm open-minded, that I'm open to other people's ideas, that I think there's always more to learn. That I have I have a growth mindset, that I don't mind being vulnerable and admitting I'm wrong. I'm very transparent.
Awesome. Yeah, and for a lot of people, that's hard to do. We talked about that intellectual courage. It's hard to say, I don't know. It's hard to say,
Mhm.
especially for some bosses, they think they need to be the smartest person in the room.
Yeah,
When you can accept that vulnerability and say, I don't know. I've never
right.
done this before. Teach me. I think
Mhm.
that's where the magic happens.
And I think that's where leadership at every level is important too. So often we think of leadership as someone that has a title. But I believe that all of us are leading in some way every day, regardless of what our technical position is. If you're I was in sales and marketing for so many years. So if you're the older salesperson, in my last salaried position, I was older than some of the guys I was working with. They just happened to be guys.
Mhm.
And I knew things to do that they didn't know. That didn't mean they weren't smart. They
Yeah.
just recently graduated college. And they knew things that I didn't know. And so just that idea of influencing each other in positive ways, teaching each other what we know, they knew contacts I didn't know. I had probably done more lunches with doctors and people like that than they had. So I was more comfortable sometimes in that setting, all of that. So we lead from wherever we are, even if we're not the
Absolutely.
boss.
Absolutely.